Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm Sankey84 and welcome to my 3-year anniversary special. I cannot believe that we're back again, this time for our 3rd year. I know I said this last year and the year before, but each time this just gets more and more amazing. I'll admit, when I started this off, it was just a little bit of a side bit, just to keep me going, and I didn't, while the hope was there, I never expected to still be doing it now. So that is all down to yous. I've got to say big, huge thank you to each and every one of yous who have subbed, and I even thank the ones who haven't subbed but do continue to watch my videos, because it just shows that what I do is appreciated by each and every one of yous. If you would like to sub, please do. That would be really, really great. You know me, I don't beg or ask for subs, but, you know, now and again, a little nudge, little help me out here, I don't mind that. But, yes, today, as you can see, we are going to be doing something completely and utterly different, and depending on how this goes, we may bring this back again for future anniversaries, or something similar. So, I was going to sit here and go on about, you know, making it all magical and mysterious about what we were going to do. But it's probably going to be in the thumbnail and or the title to hint at what it is. So, it's not worth trying to get myself all tongue-tied trying to think of something special. Now, at the moment, I am not sat at where you can see. I'm sat further away at my computer, and that's because my microphone does not reach near where you can see. So in a moment I'm going to be jumping over to where you can see, and while my microphone will pick my voice up, I have tested it, it's not going to be as clear and as good as I would like it, but at this moment in time, it is the best I can do. So an apology in advance for the echo and just the not perfect quality that I like to have in my recordings. So again, as I say, apology in advance for that. But we do with what we can get, and I'll tell you now, this setup has taken me forever to figure it all out and get it working. But we're not going to talk about that today. No, today I'm going to show you one of my other hobbies. Something I have gotten into over the last 6 to 12 months. We're going to be using resin. And, well, so far my resin has been a little bit hit and miss. Now, okay, that might not be the best angle to be showing it off at. I'll see how it comes out, and I'll just take a still and insert the still of a better angle of it about now. And yeah, you can see I've tried a few bits, you know, testing things out, and I've done more than you can see there. These are just a few of my early tests, and one of them is part of what we're going to be doing today. So yeah, the number 7. For some reason, I don't know why I did the number 7 as a test run. But yes, today we are going to be building ourselves a resin lamp. So, as I say, I've tested out a few bits. I've tried, you know, making some coasters. I've made a few little bits of jewellery for the kids. And everything's been pretty small scale. And it's, you know, looking quite nice. I have had one big thing that I tried to make, and hopefully I can get a decent picture of it and put it in here. So hopefully I'm showing you either an apology because I can't get a picture of it, or the actual thing I made. Yep, I made myself a little, not for me, but it was a gift. I made a little lamp. So that turned out okay, and I thought I wanted to do something a bit more technical than just put a load of resin in a mould and hope it for the best. So today we're going to be going quite technical for me. Now I know there's probably people out there who can do this with their eyes closed. But as I say, I've only been doing this 6-12 months tops. And you know what? Let's do it. Let's just dive in now and see if we can make this resin lamp. So first things first, let's go through the thought process. And this is where now I'm going to have to move to the table. So apologies from here on out if the sound quality again is not as good as normal. Okay, so hopefully, yep, that's me here. Right, hopefully you can hear me okay here. And this is basically everything we're going to be using. Now, firstly, none of this is sponsored. I'll show off the stuff that I'm using and where I got it from. But as I say, none of this is sponsored. I have paid for everything myself. So hopefully I've got myself decent stuff. This is what I use personally. There's probably better stuff out there. There's probably cheaper stuff out there. But this is just what I've been using. So obviously the resin itself. So there you go. That's the resin I will be using. And obviously I've got the hard net right there. It's a 2-to-1 mix. So yeah, hopefully we won't mess that up. Unfortunately, yes, me moulds. I ordered me moulds. I did order 6 to make this work quicker. Only 3 turned up. I am still chasing Amazon up about the other 3, but so far no word. And yeah, I'm running out of time to get this video done, so we're just going to have to deal with the 3, and it just means I'll have to do them separately instead of doing all 6 sides together. Because yes, if you haven't guessed, because I've not given you any clues until now, we're going to be making a 6-sided dice lamp. So they're going to be the side pieces that we're going to get to do. We're not going to be doing that straight away now. We'll be doing that probably tomorrow, because yes, this is going to have to be done over several days. Today, I don't know why I've unwrapped them, because I'm going to have to wrap them back up to stop dust getting into them. Today, we're using the mould. This is the mould I've got, basically. Yeah, every letter of the alphabet on it. Ooh, let me hold it right there. We've got every letter of the alphabet on it, all the numbers we need, but we're just going to be using the numbers 1 through 6. Very basic, very simple today. And yeah, tomorrow, once that's set, I can come back and we can use the actual molds there themselves. So yeah, the plan is we're going to have, hopefully you can see this, there will be eventually 6 sides, all on it, all with their own number, just as you would with a 6-sided dice. And then I've got myself these LEDs, again, nice and cheap from Amazon, and I'll be sticking that inside the lamp to light it up. Very basic, I know, but hopefully it will all work and it will look very nice. Now, the first thing I need to do, what are the colours going to be? Well, the actual side pieces, I decided are going to be clear. I'm just going to keep them clear because obviously we want the light to come through. The numbers we'll have as a colour, and then I'll probably put like a colour in each corner. Now I'm not sure at this moment in time, am I going to do 4 different colours or alternate colours? I'll decide that when we get round to actually putting the colours in. But for now, yes, I think we're going to stick with, well actually, thinking about it, we're going to want a pretty bright colour for the actual number, because again, we want the light to shine through. We're making a lamp, we don't want to have it dark. So I'm thinking either gold or yellow, and I don't really know if you can see too much of a difference. Oh, actually, yeah, looking at that, it does kind of look a little bit off. So, the thing is though, I do know the gold is not as dark as it looks. I mean, there's one that I've used before, and you can kind of see where it's stained the bottom. It's not that dark, really. So, yeah, if we just stain the bottle there. But the yellow again, are they? You know what? go with the gold. I'm liking the gold better. So, okay, let's get ourselves a mixing tub because, well, cheap mixing tubs, plastic ones. I know I shouldn't be using plastic, but it's all I can get my hands on at the moment. So, there we go. And no, I do not measure because, well, that wouldn't be the way. That wouldn't make our videos the way it is, would it, if I actually measured them? So, okay, there will be some sort of measurement, don't worry. There'll be counting and all that good stuff, but, okay. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to do, because obviously I'm doing this just by the seat of my pants here, so I've planned none of this out. Yeah, to stick the pieces together, I've got some UV resin. That's the one I'm going to be using. I have used it before. It seems pretty okay. I've had no issues with it. So that's the UV one I will be using. Right, now, how are we going to do this? How are we going to... Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, needing my mixing stick. I completely forgot to pick that up, so just got that. Right, we're not going to need much. So, you know what? As I say, we're doing this by the seat of our pants. Do it by eye. Oh, let's just put... Oh, that's way more than I needed, but you know what? Screw it. I'll just make some more random letters at the end. Okay, I need about half of that again. So, okay, that's about half there. So, I want to go to about there. See, this is how I measure. That's about it. Right, we'll see if that works. Hopefully it will work, it will stick together. But at this point, it's not the main thing if it's a little bit soft, because obviously we're going to be putting more resin over it. But, okay, let's use the one that's open. What do you reckon? 10, 20 drops? 20, let's see. There we go. Right. And, right, before we go any further, gloves. I need to double glove up. There we go, double gloved. So, the usual glove underneath, and yeah, just another one over just to protect, make sure. And okay, let's give this a good mix and see how it looks. Okay, I swear that is gold. I'll admit, it does look a little bit suspicious, the colour. And there's a hell of a lot of bubbles in it, but thankfully we're not doing it too thick. So, bubbles shouldn't be a problem for us. Okay, so let's pour that into the mould and see. Unfortunately, I've only got the one camera, so I'm hoping these angles look okay. Again, apologies. Hopefully in future videos I'll have more cameras and I can do things a little bit better. But let's just get our first... Oh, that looks a lot better actually. Now it's in the mould. Right. So, don't spill. Although it's not too bad. If we do, it'll fall back in hopefully. So, here we go. 3, 4... There you go, there you go. Thank you. 5 and 6. Yeah, we're only doing a 6-sided die. I did think about doing, something bigger. But I thought, well, we might as well start off with a 6. It's the easiest one of the dice to do. We might look at doing other dice later on. And, okay. Well, we definitely went a bit over with that. So, let's see. You know what? Let's do the initials of the kids. Might as well do that. They can have golden letters for themselves. So, we'll do a T. H. Where's my H? There we go. And an E for the eldest one. There we go. And no, I didn't plan on having their initials spell out the when I was naming them. Okay, that's there. And you know what? I've got another mould. So, there we go. My jewellery mould that I make when I make some jewellery for the kids. So you know what? Might as well. We're not going to let it go to waste. I think one or two of them might have overspilt a bit, but that's fine. I can tidy that up another time. Yeah, definitely went too much on the resin, this one. Okay, you know what? I've got one more I think we can do. Okay, this is one of my older moulds. As you can see, it's not in the best condition, hence why I'm not using it for this project, but I still keep it just in case. You know what I'm going to do? A little bit of fun. I'm going to get one of my old experiment things that I did when I was trying to, you know, see about mixing two, oh no, you can't see that very well. Yeah, mixing two different colours together and seeing how they were. I'm going to just put that in there. And this is the fun I love having. Just experimenting, seeing how things go. And who says you can never have too many coasters? So just fill that in around the outside. And if it goes over the back of it, so be it. It's fine. Just coat the entire thing. There we go. Okay, that's all I can do for today. So we're just going to leave this here like this. And I'll see you tomorrow once it's all set. Okay, welcome back. It has been just over 24 hours. And if we just take our mixing stick a second. Don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, it all sounds to me like it's pretty solidified. So we'll start with the fun stuff. Let's get this one out first. And okay, well, you might be able, yeah, you can just about see, I think, yeah, the yellow got underneath it a bit and it's kind of left a little indent. What's fine, because you know what? I can fill that in with something at a later date. The other bits, yeah, the jewellery, that's come out okay. We're not really too fussed about them. And okay, they are kind of stuck together a bit, but you know what? I can just cut them out again at a later date. They're just the overs. Nothing to worry about, nothing to do with what we're doing today. What we are doing is, let me just get rid of me letters out of there. Yes, the important stuff, the numbers. Now these we have to make sure they are looking good. What I think that is, that seems to look good. And we need to keep them safe somewhere. So for now, yeah, they can just go in that mould because we're not using that mould today. So just get number 2 out. There we go. And come on, there we go. Number 3, 4, 5, and number 6. Looking good. Right. Okay, put that up the top. Don't need that anymore for now. And there we have our lovely numbers for our dice. So next we're going to need, actually we're going to need to glove up again. So let's just do that quickly. Okay, double gloved, looking good and safe. So let's just get the 3 of these out. We are going to do, as I say, 3 today. Once these are done, we'll do another 3 tomorrow. And then it'll be the day after we finally get to stick them all together. So, okay. We're going to need use over there. Fine. Go just up there. And we're going to need our mixing pot. And we're going to need quite a bit in this one. So, okay. Let's just get, yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's just do a little bit more. We'll do a little bit more than we did yesterday. Okay, I think we're going to do a little bit more than yesterday. That's just the resin itself. So half of that again. So for the hardener, and hopefully we'll get the right measurements, or at least thereabout. The other ones seem to have done pretty well hardening up as they were. So That looks about right. Maybe actually you can just see there that it's split between them. So yeah, that's about 2 to 1. You know what? Just to be picky, just a little drop more. There we go. That'll do. You don't want to do too much, because then it doesn't. It's weird. You put too much hardener in, it doesn't harden enough. So okay, mixing stick. Give it a good stir. All mixed up nicely, and of course, right. Next thing we're going to do, I hope we get this right. Small layer in first. There we go. Just about halfway. There we go. And then, obviously, put the numbers in reverse, because what's at the bottom is what's going to be on the outside. Oops. Okay. Make me stick. Push that into the right place, please. Yeah. That way, then the resin's underneath it. And yeah, it should be smooth on one side. If it's not perfect on the back, it doesn't matter. We're not going to see that. Okay. And let's do the same with the other two. So quickly fill you and you. There we go. A bit more in that one. It's not quite got to the corner. There we go. And we've still got a little bit left over, what's fine. So, come on. Number 2. You in the centre. And number 3. Again, it's not perfect. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so why do you slid all the way down there? Get back up. I think the table might be on a slight angle, so we might have a bit of an issue here, but I've tried to level it out as much as I can. Right, we need colours now, because if I leave it like that, then yeah, we're just going to have clear sides and yellow numbers. So I think going into my colour selection, we shall get blue. Hopefully you can just about read that, but it is blue, I promise you. And now, the problem I've got here is I don't actually have a purple. What have I got though? What's the closest I've got? I think a rose red is the closest I've actually got. What's not really? Oh no, I do still have a purple. I thought I'd used it all up. No, I've still got a purple. So there we go. They're the 2 colours we're going to be using. Now, the problem we've got is, where on the dice are these going to be? Because, yeah, I kind of should have planned this bit out first. Okay, I've got time. I do have time, so let me just quickly sketch how this should look. Okay, yeah, kind of got some wet on this. Never mind, it's okay. You don't need to... How's that look? Oh, okay, it doesn't look too good, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. This is what we're looking at, and there's one thing I kind of forgot. At the 6, yeah, we kind of need a line underneath it. So thankfully, we've not got a 6, and we've got a little bit of resin left, so we can sort that out. But before we do, right, so we need the 1. And that one can go right at the top there. Then underneath will be the 2. Then the 6. Then the 5. Meaning, a minute. So that's there, that's there. 4 is going to be on that side, and 3 is going to be there. Okay. That's fine. So we've got that. And I don't know if I'm going to be doing it exactly like this dice is, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. That wasn't the plan, to be honest. But, you know what? If it comes out similar to this, then so be it. So, we're going to have, move you out the way, 1 there, 2 there, 3. I can pick you up quickly because it's fine. There. And what I want is in the corners, you just, I don't know why the number 1 keeps sliding down. Well, I think 1 is it going to end up lower down than the rest, but never mind. Right, so we've got this right. I'm going to put 3 drops in the top left. 2, 3. 3 in the bottom right. And then I'm going to match it here. And then here. And here. Now, hopefully, they're going to line up. And I'm going to do the same with the blue. And you can already see it's starting to spread. So, hopefully, this is going to spread nicely. So, 1, 3 again. The idea is hopefully, if I've done this right, that the corners that join will have the same colour on them. There we go. Right. Let's use in there. And really what I should have done is kind of tested it out on here first. You know what? Never mind. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter too much. That's the fun of experimenting. We'll see how it turns out. Right. I need you. Now, gold in here because I'm going to need that line. I'm going to use the eye as the line. And hopefully it doesn't look too odd. Problem is, how many drops? We did 20 yesterday, but there was a lot more in there. So, 10? I'm going to say 10. There we go. I think that was 10. I don't know if any extras dropped. But, again, just mix you in quickly. It looks similar to it. How's that look? That looks similar to yesterday's consistency. I think it does. If not, never mind. Right. Fill up my eye. I really should have steady hands for this, but I don't. Kind of overfilled it a bit, but it's fine. It will look okay. If it's a little bit out, it doesn't matter. And I don't know what to do with the rest of it now. Have I got another mould anywhere? Give me a second. Let's see if I've got another mould of something. I've got plenty of moulds, but pretty hard to see. But if I get it right, yeah, a mould that I made a while ago for one of my cosplays. Yeah, I made a dagger for one of my cosplays, and this is the mould that I use. So, okay, you know what? We're going to see if there's enough in here to make either, if not all of it, some of it anyway. Let's see what I can get out. Might not be able to get the... Actually, I've got pretty much... I've got quite a bit of it, actually. I'll have to wait and see if that's enough to get a proper mould out of it or not. I think I might just be... Yeah, a little bit short, I think, on it. But... got quite a bit out of it. That's not too bad. Right, that can be sorted another time. Right, just try spreading this. You never know. I might be able to just spread it enough that it sticks. But yeah, I'm not going to get a full mould out of this. It's going to be too thin in some areas. But I've got pretty much quite a bit of it in there. So hey, I might have 2 daggers now. Well, I can have a golden dagger as part of my cosplay, maybe. We'll see. But, well, that's all I can do for now because, well, I've got to wait for them to set. So, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. And we're back. Hopefully that went quicker for you than it did for me. Right, so just checking everything, yeah, has solidified. Everything seems to be looking good. Two issues. One, the dagger seems to have all slided down to one side. So I will, and a little bit might have leaked out, but as you can probably see, yeah, the top hasn't really, thinking it's all slid down to the bottom and out a little bit. So we'll leave that in there for now, for when the inevitable happens and we get some overs, we can add something else into that. As I say, that's just a little bit of fun on the side. You get up there, up your way. And yes, the whole thing that I had planned, well, gravity or something seems to have changed it, because yes, instead of them sitting in the corner and spreading out, they've moved. They now look like, well, I'm not sure what they look like, but I do like how it came out. So you know what, let's glove ourselves back up again and we'll get them out and see what they look like. Okay, all gloved up again. Looking good, nice and protected. So let's get my little line for underneath the 6. So we make sure the 6 is the right way. Looking good. That can go in with these down here. Hopefully you can see them. Yeah, you can see them now. They were just out of the way a little bit. That's fine. And yeah, let's get these out and see what they look like. So, oh yeah. Oh yes, that looks, ooh. Okay, there are a couple, you might not be able to pick it up on here too well, but yeah, there are a couple of bubbles in it. Nothing too major, it's not going to ruin it, but it is a little bit disappointing that there are a couple of bubbles in there. That's a shame, but never mind. Right. Let's put you, actually, you know what, you can go on top of that to protect it for now. Right, what's number 2 like? Did you come out the same, or? Yeah, again, a couple of bubbles around the number, but you know what, I think it just adds to the effect of it. You're meant to be making a magical dice, so you know what, a few magical effects around the numbers. I am not going to argue about, but I think they look pretty nice there. And finally, the one we had the problem with, the number 1, because it kept moving. Thankfully, it did end up eventually staying still. And yeah, again, a couple of traps around, there we go, around the number. But again, it looks pretty nice. So, okay, we've got them 3. Them 3 are looking good. Right. We just need now the final 3 pieces going in. So let's quickly get ourselves another cup. Because, yeah, make sure you use different cups, because I've learnt from past mistakes, washing out and reusing the same cup, you do not get the right effect. So, yeah, let's put that on there, and we'll do probably about the same as we did yesterday. So let's just put you just about there. That should be enough. Wide measure. There we go. And same with you. Okay, this one we've kind of got to go on it. As I say, let's see. So about there. So I'm going to say about there. Okay. There's a little bit extra in this one than there was yesterday, but that's fine. There we go. Just wait for that to settle. Again, might not be able to see it too much on camera, but we just, well, actually, that's quite a clear change there. So yeah, that looks about 2 to 1. Right. Let's give it another, in fact, I need a new stick. I'm not using that stick today. There we go. Brand new stick, or as good as. I'm not saying it was the stick that caused the bubbles, but I'm not saying it wasn't the stick that caused the bubbles. So let's give it another mix. And okay, this time I'm not going to be as ferocious with me mixing. I'll be a bit calmer with it as well. So just give that a good mix for a minute or two. Hopefully it will settle nice, and then it's just the same as yesterday. Pour in the mixture, put the numbers in, and then put the 3 of each, wasn't it? 3 blue in each corner, 3 purple in each corner, and see if these do the same. Will they slide the same or not? We shall see. But it should be. Oh yeah, and there's actually less bubbles in it. So not sure whether it was the stick or the way I was mixing, but there we go. That's mixed with a hell of a lot less bubbles in it. Okay, so move you over there. Right, just make sure we've got these in the right spot, just so, yeah, I know which number's going where. So, a minute, no, that's completely wrong. You're there, you're next to the 2, you're going to be under the 2, you're going to be under that. It's fine. Right, now carefully, in we go. Let's get you right into the corner, thank you very much. Same with you. A bit of a spread. Don't want it going too fast because don't want bubbles getting mixed in with it. And okay, number 3. As I say, we can always add a little bit more in. In fact, actually, was that about the same as yesterday? I believe that might have been. But okay, right, you just go there a minute. Right. So looking at my bit that's right at the back there, 4 is on you. Oh, okay, 4's in that one now because you've fallen in. Okay, we can move it around later on. 4 and 6 we just swap. It's fine. This time let's not drop it in the wrong one. And you go underneath there. And then 5 at the bottom. I mean, it doesn't really matter at the moment, because it's, we're going to be moving them around. Right, using place there, good. Right, this is why I really need it. I had it in the order we did. Okay, 4. Can you just stay there, please? So you're going to be there. What means top left, 2, 3, bottom right, 1, 2, 3. Right, then it's 6 is going to be underneath. So I want. Oh no! I think I've done them the wrong way around. I have. That's the wrong way around. Damn it. Because they're facing. Should have had them upside down. Wait a minute. Just flip you that way. So. It can't go there. And it can't go there, so it's going to have to go to that one. That's going to have to be 5. Right, 4 and 5 are going to have to swap. Thankfully, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Come on, get a grip. I can't get hold of it. There we go, right. 4 in that one. And then 5 in there. No idea what that's going to do to it now, but we will see. So 5's at the bottom here. What's 5? Right. 4. Can we do this properly this time, please? Right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There. And then the 6 that's going to be there is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, my one's the wrong way. It's fine. I'm going to say my one's going to be mixed up now, but it's not. It's okay. Yeah, I can't switch now because my hands are covered in resin. But let's just quickly put the purple in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, thank you. And finally, 3 in there. Okay. Right. No idea what's going to happen with them blue corners, but you know what? Screw it. It doesn't really matter. We'll see. Hopefully it will pull itself back together and do similar to them. But knowing my luck, they're all going to do something completely different today. Right, that's them done. Nothing more we can do with that for now. So, okay. I'm just going to get, you know what colour can I get? I'm going to go green, I think. I'm going to go green or red. Green or red for the now let's make it a green. Let's see how green mixes with the yellowy gold. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be enough. I usually do my drops in batches of 10. Usually come out pretty okay. So there we go. Just quickly. Okay, I've just put a load of bubbles in it, but never mind. Never mind. Right, put you on there. And okay, you can't see what I'm about to do, so let's move you back round. Hopefully, in view of the cam. Oh, okay, not quite in view of the camera, but it's down here. Hopefully, you can see it okay. Not that you can really see anything from that angle. Apologies, but you know what? Just pour the green on top. Let it slide down. There you go. Just fit the blade up. It's okay. It comes out. Doesn't matter. Just push it back into the mould. And a bit round the side. And that should hopefully now go in, fill any gaps in that there are. You're okay with that. And ooh, I've got a little bit left over. So okay, we'll just do some green gems for the kids. Might as well. They enjoy all sorts of different colours. So I've still not sorted out the other ones and cut them apart, but we'll do all them. I'll probably do them off camera because yeah, it's nothing major to do. I might have made a little bit too much today. Okay, that's done. And I'm just going to leave that in the bottom and bin it. It's fine. I've got nothing else at the minute with me. So, you know what? Just a quick one again today. I will see you tomorrow when all this is set and we do the big bit. Tomorrow now is the big lot of lining it all together, sticking it all together as well, and seeing. Move that a little bit because that's in the wrong spot. Yeah, seeing how it looks. So tomorrow should be the final part. So I will see you. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. And welcome back. Right, hopefully we are ready to go on the final parts now. This has been quite a long one to do, but we are getting there finally. So again, just yeah. I love the sword, the dagger should I say. That seems to be done. And yeah, just checking. They all seem to be pretty well done. Right. So let's just get rid of the little jewels that I've made for the kids. They can all be sorted out later on. And then we'll get on with, might as well show the dagger off, see how that turns out. I always end up, when I'm making something and I do a project, I always end up with lots of little bits. But, okay, let's just see. you can, oh yeah, out you come. And, okay, not too bad, and yeah, you're thin enough, you'll just peel right off. I'm not going to argue too much at that. That's come out pretty nice. I mean, if that was what we were planning on doing this year, I'd have said that's pretty good. Doesn't look too bad if I say so myself. So that could stick on as part of... Okay, there's the underside would still need to be done, because obviously it's flat on that side. But I'm actually surprisingly impressed with that. Okay, let's just move you out the way. Okay, gloves on. Right, let's see how these turned out. And considering what happened and the way it was, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the effects. So let's just peel you out of there. And, oh yeah, that is lovely. I am happy with the way you've turned out. And number 5. Let's have a look at you. Oh yeah, number 5. Now the number 5 has actually turned out almost like I wanted all of them to turn out. That was the sort of thing, especially the way it is down on the bottom there. So that was the effect I was going for originally, but it's fine, never mind. So 4 can go on that side. 5 goes on that side. Oh, come on. Stand up. Stand up. Nope, it's not going to stand up, is it? It's fine. Just lean it. Never mind. We'll sort that out in a bit. And, oh, the number 6. This is the one I was most worried about, but... Fine. Okay, there's a few bubbles in that one, but again, we did have a bit of have to mix it a little bit afterwards. But, again, I am happy with the way that's turned out. Right, now the big bit. Now it is trying to stick them all together and getting the light in. So, okay. I'm going to quickly get something for this because, yeah, this is quite sticky and I don't want that being put on here. So bear with me one moment. Okay, right. So, the plan was I get some greaseproof paper, put it over here, I can work on that. The problem is, the greaseproof paper I've got is about yay big left on the roll. So I'm not going to have enough to coat it down a decent amount. And I'm not going out to the shops at 9 o'clock at night to try and, yeah, go and buy some more. So, we're going with plan B. I'm using aluminium tin foil. And I'm going to hope that this works. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but we will find out. So, let's just roll ourselves some off. And there we go. Just put you on there. There we go. Pad you down and let's get all of our pieces together because next thing we're going to need to do once I've got these out of the way, make sure this is in the camera's view. I hope. There we go. Thank you. Right. So. Oh, okay. Whatever it was that spilt on it, it's kind of made it kind of see-through now, but that's okay. I can still see it. It's fine. So we want to turn you around and get you in the right place. So 1, 2, make sure everything's in the right thingy. 3, oops, almost 4, 6, 5. That's fine there. Now, the thing is, we want the number 6 to be at the top. So when the lamp stands up, we want it as if we'd rolled a 6. So the 6 is going to be at the top. So for this, it's going to be at the bottom. What means I want to get my dice there. So if that's the bottom, that's how it's going to be when the lamp is shown. Oh, I might, because if I have the 6, whatever it is, there at the top, that kind of means all my other numbers are upside down. What is a little bit annoying. So my dice is going to have the numbers the other way around. Okay, so the 6 is there, and then we're going to get the 2 is going to go on that side. 4 can go, a minute, that way. Oh, I didn't think about that. Thankfully, that has actually worked still. Okay, and 3 is going to go there. 5 there. 1 on the top. So I'm going to now need to try and get these together, and I'm going to need my UV light because we're going to need to UV these together. So got me UV light here. Right, let's move you out of the way so we're not touching, and I want you there. Oh, how am I going to do this now? Because, yeah, if I want to do it straight like that. Oh, okay, wait a minute. I need to plan this out a minute. Okay, I've done a little bit of thinking, and I can't do the original plan. Because the original plan was simple. I get the 2 and the 4, stick it together, and stick them together down there, UV light it, and then they're stuck like that. The problem is, when I do that on the outside, you're going to have a gap. I don't know if you can see it there, but you would potentially have a gap like that. So I'm not going to like that. So I thought, let's put them touching. So, you know, I'll cover that gap up. The problem is then, yeah, they don't all fit together. So we're going to have to go with the first one that I was going to do originally, and then try and figure out what we can do with that gap. So, get me UV. Got me UV resin there. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Right, first thing, let's move my 6 out of the way as well. And you might as well do this with the 2 and 4. So, UV light on, please. If you don't, come on, turn on. There we go. Right. UV light on because I'm going to want it to start drying as soon as possible. So, use 2 there. Get it in corner and quickly splodge some on. Get it on. Just a little bit more just to help secure it. There we go. Okay. Now, let's just hope that cures quick enough. Just get my lamp up. Hold it on. Unfortunately, this bit, yeah, I might have to just speed through this bit because it's not really the way I've got me set up able to show. But let's just see. There we go. I can let go of it now. It's not falling over. So it seems to have set a bit. Good. Good. Okay. It should be enough, but I want to make sure it stays. So, yeah, just chuck a bit more. There we go. Right, that's you done. And it didn't stick to. It didn't stick to it. Good. Good. Okay. So, okay, it was slightly out. I am ever so slightly frustrated with that. But I can fix that when I put the top piece on. So when the 6 goes on and the 1, I can fix that. That's not a problem. Right, let's quickly get through the other ones and get you in place, hopefully. Yeah, looking just as good. Okay, there we go. Right, 4 sides are done. So let's just see. There we go. 3, 5, 4, 2. All done. All joined, looking nice, if I say so myself. And now we need to get the 6 on. The 6 is going to be on the top, and that's how it's going to be. The 1 will go on the bottom of it, but that can't go on until the very end. So, okay, the question is now, which number do we want facing... Okay, wait a minute. Let's just check the die. If I've got the 6, yeah, that's got the 5 facing, so we'll stick with that one. So, okay, 6 is going to sit on the top, and, okay, there is a slight gap. That's going to be a bit of an issue. But, not one we can't solve with a little bit of resin. So, let's get you in there. Make sure, hopefully you can still see what I am doing. Yeah, you should be able to. Unfortunately, the UV one kind of messes with my camera a little bit, so apologies for that. But I do need it on for this because, yeah, I need the UV resin to start setting, or as soon as it hits the die. So, okay, let's just get you on there. That looks like it's good to go. So, in the corner, along, just get it all in. I think that is good. So, yeah, just quickly blast the whole thing with UV. Get that in, and we will be almost set to actually put the lighting in it. Okay, let's see. Let's hope that has set for now. Okay. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. A little bit got out, but it's okay. It's fine. Just quickly set it from here. Because we're going to have gaps. There will be gaps, but we'll fill that in a bit. It's fine. Right, so we've now got 5 of our 6 sides done. And just so you can see, there you go, there's the 6 in, looking very nice if I say so myself. Right, and I've got to say, this is coming out a lot better than I thought it was. Right, the light. Where did I put my light? There it is. I knew I'd put it somewhere. Right, so let's just get you out. And the bit I'm going to need now is, where's the 5? So if the 5's going to be at the front, I need the 2. Okay, where the 2 is, I need to make sure this wire is. So that's going to be sticking there. That's fine. And then I need to just measure this out now. So it goes all the way around. So best way to do that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so we're just going to have to go a little bit over, snip it there. And I thought, I was going to say, I'm sure I had scissors. There we go. Give it a cut there. That can go on somewhere else. And I'm now going to have to deglove because this is going to be quite fiddly and it's not going to work properly with gloves on. So, there we go. Gloves off, lovely. And a little bit did just fall off before it started to set, so I'll just cut you off. And if I remember correctly, yeah, you've got sticky on the back, so just pull that off a little bit and come on, slide. There's a little gap there, so just slide in and stick. I know you stick to the resin. I've tested this before and you stick. So there we go. Right. And now we just peel and stick all the way around and hope that my measurements were right. Okay. There we go. Just keep it right near the edge. Fine. There we go. Make sure you get right into the corner. Well, there we go. Just on. And oh yeah, in fact we've gone a little bit over, but that's fine. I'd rather go a little bit over than a little bit short. Okay. And in fact I can just cut that bit off. That's fine. It's at a cut point. So there we go. Right, you just slide in there, please. Come on, just stick to that. There we go. Okay, so the light is inside. Oh, don't like that little bit there, but never mind. It's going to be at the back. Nobody's going to notice that. There we go. So, there we go. That's how you're going to see it. Lovely. Right, next. Where's the plug? I've misplaced my plug. Give me a second. Okay, the good news is I found my plug. The bad news is it doesn't reach too far. The wire's not long enough for where I've got it set up. So just pull you over and in we go. And there we go. It lights up beautifully. Okay. Don't worry, I will show it off in the dark later on once we finish. But for now, I think that's looking good. Right. Unplug you. And I do have a dimmer switch for it. I just haven't got it with me at the moment. Right. Okay, with that done, we've only got one final piece to put on. So I'm going to be naughty. And I'm only going to single glove for this one. Because, well, your hands are not going to be getting sweaty enough where I need to worry about putting more gloves on. So, yeah, the main reason I double glove, I know some people do it for different reasons. Mine is, yeah, my hands get very, very sweaty in these. And if I double glove and I need to take a pair off for whatever reason, yeah, trying to get a pair on when I've only got when my hands are all sweaty are an absolute nightmare. So, okay, that's used done. Right, now the number one, make sure it's the right way, and I forgot to check, but it looks like it. Yeah, all the colours are in the right areas. What is looking nice? Good. Okay, so for now, let's just put you on there, and okay, we're gonna have to resin this one from the outside. What we're going to do anyway in a minute with all the gaps we've got. So just put the one on for now. This one I'm going to have to do a little bit slower. Yeah, I can only do it one side at a time. And no, don't slide off. That's the problem we're going to have now. Is because of the way it is, there's the chance, yeah, it might start sliding down one of the faces. And I don't want that. What is, as I say, why I'm resining it from the word go, curing it from the word go with the UV light. Okay. Reduce the amount that it slides off. Okay. That should be okay for you. I mean, it's still being hit with the resin light, just not directly. So, okay, I'm just going to quickly go round and do this, and then we'll have a look at how it looks. Okay, I think I've got it all now. So there we go. We're done. We have finished our resin dice lamp. Die lamp, should I say, not dice, because there's only one. It's a die. So there we go. All done. Looking nice, if I say so myself. So, you know what? Let's get this thing tidied up and let's see how it looks when it's working. And there she is. Beautiful in all her glory. I mean, just look. We've got the colours in the right spot. We've got the beautiful lights coming through the numbers. You can see everything is looking perfect. And as we move out a bit, yeah, that bright cube showing everything. So, as I leave you with these images, I wish to thank you once again to each and every one of you for making this possible, because yes, I would not be here without each and every one of you supporting me in what I love to do and being absolutely bonkers why I do it. So thank you to each and every one of you who's stuck by me this long, and here is to another year of madness and craziness, and who knows what else we might do. And who knows what I'll do for next year's anniversary. I guess I better start planning. But in the meantime, I've been Sankey84. This has been the 3-year anniversary special. Thank you so much for joining me. Look after each other. And until next time, goodbye.